Hi, this is Francisco Bujan from vitalcoaching.com. Topic for this video is positive thoughts. How do you create them? How do you generate them? Greetings again from Shanghai here where I'm having a fantastic time. This is a wonderful city emerging, and as you can see, wonderful landscape behind me, skyscrapers in the middle of the city. So let's talk about positive thoughts, positive beliefs, positive emotions. How do you create them? In this video I'm going to give you some very specific tips, a couple of core tactics that you can use in your life right now to basically generate more positive thoughts on a daily basis. So the way it works is very simple. You select first the negative thought pattern that you might be having right now, and this might be a thought that says something like, I am not good enough, for instance. Okay? So if you have a negative thought right now, you write it down. Write it down on a piece of paper. Then the next step is to identify the exact opposite thought, which will be a positive thought. For instance, in that case, I am not good enough might become, I am good enough. I am good. I am really good at this. So once you have this positive thought, the goal is to start practicing that one. And of course, when you say I am not good enough, it is basically as true as I am good enough. Both thoughts are absolutely true, depending on which one you want to adopt. It is really that simple. So you start practicing this very positive thought instead of the other one. And you will notice that after a while it becomes like something that you start embodying. You have to realize one thing, it is that you get more of what you focus on. It is really that simple. So when you are having limiting beliefs about yourself, you basically attract the negative thoughts that you are manifesting. When you're having positive thoughts, you attract those positive thoughts and you start manifesting that. So when you start with that, when you start shifting from a negative belief to a positive one, sometimes it can be a little bit challenging because you might think, that's not really me, that's not really true. For instance, if you have in your mind an idea like, I always fail, and then you start practicing the thought, I always succeed, in the beginning you think, that's not really true, I don't always succeed. Well, the thing is that I always fail is not true either. When you say I always fail, this is called a cognitive distortion. It means that you overgeneralize something. I can give you, no matter how much you have failed in the past in your life with different experiences, I can give you tons of examples where you have succeeded. And in your mind, you associate yourself with the I fail pattern rather than I succeed pattern. And the truth is that the moment you start associating yourself with the I succeed pattern, eventually it becomes your identity. It reshapes your neural net, it reshapes the way you engage into an experience in life, and eventually you start realizing that success becomes part of your life, way more than before. So this is the core idea. You take a negative thought, you identify the exact opposite, a negative thought that you might be having, you identify the exact opposite thought, and you start practicing that one on a daily basis. And in my experience, it can take 1 to 3 months to actually start shifting, solidly shifting the way your mind functions. It means that you don't just do that with one specific thought, you do that with tons of maybe negative beliefs that you might be having about your life right now, about your past, about your future, about the possibilities that you have in your existence. And you will notice that after a while, positive thinking becomes a new identity, it becomes a new way of being, and it is something which can radically shift the way you engage in life. And if you believe that, to doubt maybe about the effectiveness of this technique, I want to ask you a very simple question. Imagine an athlete, right, engaging on the race track, for instance, for a race, and this athlete would be thinking, I will fail, I will lose, I don't think I can succeed, I'm not good enough, all these negative thoughts in their mind. How do you think this would impact on their existence? How do you think this would impact on their race? Of course it would have a negative impact. Of course it would lower their chances of success. So positive thoughts, positive beliefs about your existence, about yourself, is something that can radically change absolutely everything. And the way to experience that, it is to practice it, really. Positive thinking is like a muscle you train in the gym. You practice it over and over until it becomes really your identity. In the beginning, it requires some willpower, it requires some effort, but after a while it becomes your identity, it becomes something that is part of your being, and that you practice very naturally. Okay, that's it. That's the message for today. Practice positive thinking, and remember that you get more of what you focus on. That's the message for today. If you want to work one-on-one with me, coaching, power kick, power boost, the link is at vitalcoaching.com/coaching.htm to access the full set of videos, audios, ebook on this very specific topic, positive thinking, waking up your personal power. This is at vitalcoaching.com/wakeupyourpower.htm. I talk to you soon again from Shanghai. This is a fantastic place. Come and visit it sometime. It's emerging. It's 20 million people. It's a big metropole. Fantastic place to travel to. Very inspiring. I'll be back soon with more tips. Take care. Bye bye.